Hey, Nafwane, Bendy Bent Dom Markle, Bendy Bodily, a very ned and a million. One in ned and a million, and one on the muddy. Hey,
UMUERI visits flood-ravaged UMUERI communities. Hello, I'm IGWE, your friend with the news, reporting for Hoopla World TV. His Royal Majesty Igwe Bennett Izuchukwu Emeka, Okebo II of UMUERI, on Monday, 2nd October 2022, made a fact-finding visit to parts of the community ravaged by floods.
This is Hoopla World TV, reporting from UMUERI. Today is Monday, the 3rd of October 2022. With us here is His Royal Majesty Igwe Izuchukwu Emeka Okebo II of UMUERI.
UMUERI Okebo community is located in the Anambra East local government area of Anambra State of Nigeria. Parts of the community, especially those communities of IGWE, Udabo, Ndidako, Otuabia and other UMUERI riverine communities have been hit by serious flooding, visiting untold physical pain, material and economic loss, as well as human suffering. The floods were themselves caused by the rampaging waters of the Omabala, Ako, Ezu, Ezichi, and other rivers in the area, which overflowed and are overflowing the urbans and burying the entire basin of the Omabala River Valley under feet, and in some places meters of flood water, and causing incalculable and irreparable damage to the ecology, the economy, and the human population in the area. Farmlands have been inundated, causing near unprecedented damage to crops, residential buildings, markets, and schools in the region, and displacing large portions of the human population in the area, resulting in a growing population of internally displaced persons, IDPs, from within UMUERI Okebo community itself, as well as from surrounding communities of Umuezi Anam in Anambra West local government area, Umuaba Anam, Aguleri Otu, Enugu Otu, Odena Aguleri, and other neighboring communities who are fleeing from the rampaging floods into Otocha UMUERI, the headquarters of the Anambra East local government area.
Now the drainage has been overtaken by the water, and the lady missed her way. So, okay. On Obokunisimo. Okay, you are bringing the things, your property out of the house. Water is taking over the place. So una paputa ya unu. Kelvin alune ba bunu. Olubo. Olunu luhale anga kejimi.
I put in line. And to allow Tasiki Alota, and those military
covers. I
have not assumed that was
on when the Mebli go on the house.
Allo Tasika and Milana line.
Milana Golunia. So the harvested crop has been taken by the water. Even the kegone kia, even maybe ya, even the kegone.
This level 5 to 500,000 to 1 million.
Buji.
Jina.
Na jina. Something like.
Responding to the cry for help from the suffering people, the UMUERI traditional ruler, IGWE Emeka, took a tour of some of the afflicted communities to see things for himself and to encourage the victims of the natural disaster.
Okay, Anna, to say the so we can see that this mommy has had to harvest her yam prematurely on account of the flood. The farm is being flooded. One can imagine the cost to this mommy. This is the farm being taken over by flood. And you can see the flood. See, it's rising before our very eyes. It's still rising even as we observe it. Mama, can you even make a good jume to geek?
I wasn't a more convolon. You have a melly, arrow, apple there, Gidia, alien, apple, alien, running a comedy.
So, in a rope, doesn't did the Adinan. Obuni Jabarakita can be November. Molu November or Wakabuma. So, we didn't hear Ruptele, Akayakuchi and Akuchimo, and again. Or maybe what?
Accompanied by some members of the UMUERI Royal Cabinet, including the Secretary to the Cabinet, Princess Ngozi Okoye, IGWE, Akeze UMUERI, High Chief Charles Ogogo, Otwacha UMUERI Quarter Chairman, Ogwebi Chanumba Namekwe, and some community leaders. His Majesty and his entourage made the first stop at the western end of the historic Shell Road, where they witnessed firsthand the devastation caused by the flood.
My name is Abundance OCT'22. I'm a pastor. The flood took over my fish pond, and at the same time part of the rice mill and the rice cultivated in this Udabo Delta area.
Okay, you have rice?
Yes.
Oh my God.
Right, rice farm.
Rice farm, yes.
Yes. The rice farm or the fish pond.
You can't access the rice now?
No, I can't access it. The water have covered it already.
It used to be a factory, I mean. A rice mill. So that rice mill is right there in the middle.
This is my fish pond inside the water.
Okay. The pond has been submerged.
Yes.
So, Pastor, the thing has done some engineering for you.
Yes.
He has created one large pond for you.
Look at it. Look at it. My fish.
So, what happened to the fish?
The fish have gone now. My fishes.
They've gone to the...
Yes, only the flood have taken them. Look at them.
And the water is still going to that place. It's threatening those buildings there.
Yeah, that is it. They have taken up to the fishes worth of 11 million naira. The fish.
That you have there.
Away here.
What kind of fish? What kind of fish do you have?
Catfish.
You have catfish. You raise catfish there.
Catfish. Yeah.
How close were they to harvest? Is it fingerlings or something?
3 weeks to harvest. Then we have some fingerlings because we have.
From Shell Road, the party stopped over at the former home of the UMUERI monarch, Atudabo community, Otocha UMUERI, where the flood had wreaked even more devastation, only this time adding to the mix serious threats to life and limb.
We are coming to His Majesty's old residence. Oh, Your Majesty, the water also paid you a courtesy call. Maybe he wants to come and do homage. I understand this is your old residence.
Yeah, this is my old residence. And most of the tenants that are living there, I understand they have all packed out. can go around.
So you were talking about the place?
Yes. This is my... Good afternoon. How are you? I don't know. Yeah, this is my old residence. This is where I lived first before I now built where I'm living now. And because of this incessant flooding, most of the people that are living downstairs have all backed out. It was this morning that they informed me about the flood coming into the building. So I now said, let me come and see things for myself. And I've gone the other way. I've seen some other people. They came that has a rice mill and fish pond, which the flood has devastated. In fact, he has said he has lost a lot of funds owing to the flooding. Want to console with the people that are living here and the entire UMUERI people that are living around the river right area to take solace in the flood, and also to call on the state governments and the local government chairman to come and see things for himself, and also the state governments to come to the aid of UMUERI people. Not every UMUERI person is affected, but those that are living along the river bank, they are the ones that are affected, and they will need assistance. So many of them don't have where to pack into. Some have gone to live with their relatives, and it's only the state governments that can console them and that can compensate them. We as a community, we have less to do, but we have to do something because they are our people. The government should come in because what they have lost is so much. You can see those that are harvesting their yam
prematurely.
Even when it is not yet matured. Because if you leave it inside the water, you can't get anything again. So it's better to harvest little than none.
Your Majesty, how near is the river?
It was a stream before, but all during the flooding, during the seeding period, you see the water coming up. Equivalent of what we're experiencing now. It's what happened in 2012, which whole of this place was covered. We only just began from Shell Road to this place. We are still going to traverse all the entire...
So the damage is not limited to this flooding? It's not limited to
No, it's not limited. I've been informed that all UMUERI people living along this road have been affected. So I have to visit them. We have to see the level of devastation and then forward our message to the government for immediate action.
Okay, so let's see the rest of it because I don't think this stops it. Oh, they are fishing, right?
Okay,
Okay, the generator. Your Majesty, what I no get respect to. If you can enter His Royal Majesty,
so you have no respect.
So you can imagine what we would do to a pauper.
Yes. Can I be flat together? Ever. But the color of any mono.
Okay. So no. Now wow.
Not too much.
Unu na mili.
Not too much, sir.
Keke isi na osino na banunu.
Osina
soak away.
Osina toilet.
Osina toilet. The plumbing system into the house. Wow. Wow. So what about your property? Keke jeme.
Na I can say good property. Go some focus. Na chukuzo mbesi.
We bundi for la for. Omo ife ndi o mebiri ka. Or maybe go generator.
Before now, go na military go.
Generator very ke gone.
Generator like 5,000.
Okay. Hurriedly.
Welcome.
Oh, the million Lufugaba. Ah,
this is serious.
this is serious. There's no way to gain access. Yeah. How would the children come out now? They all go only window level in this one. And the next thing now is going to pour into the room. So they have to remove the children first. For now, they are safe under this. But they are safe provided there is no question of collapse. It seems there are still buildings at the back there, still affected. Okay, let us proceed.
Next stop was Otu-Udano community, where they met with the sad sights of the iconic mansion of late Michael Udano, the UMUERI, submerged in water, in some places up to roof level. Chief Udano was a former director of the Central Bank of Nigeria, and his palatial home was and is both a landmark and a much-loved historical monument.
The house of one of our big brother, big uncle, who was the former controller of Central Bank, late Chief Matthew Udano.
Okay, of the Central Bank of Nigeria.
Central Bank of Nigeria. You can see that this his fence is totally submerged. You know, nobody lives here.
Okay, there's a fence there at that back.
You can see the wire.
Yes, I can see it. I can see
fence
it.
wire.
So it's submerged to the top of the fence.
Of the fence. Canoe can pass up on top of the fence to enter the house.
Wow, that's a lot of water.
How we see ourselves.
That's a lot of water.
Every other person living around the river bank has been badly affected.
From the Otu-Udano community, His Majesty and entourage tried to get to the historic Otocha UMUERI market, but found that they could not even get into the vicinity of the market.
Well, let me once again say that this is a UMUERI community, and most of the people of UMUERI living along this river bank have been affected by this flooding. So it's important to mention that our brothers from Anambra West, Anambra East of Aguleri to Eziagulo to Nukutu and the Punando are affected, just as UMUERI people are also affected.
Kedika onu na miliji ejete bema.
Okalaga na rosa kaina. Biro babai, biro bungongwai, ma okukwai mi beni na okalaga.
Inebute buta ki nebu unu abia abia. Ka ebunu si abia.
Ai si na mi ata.
Na abata oseba. Na UMUERI.
Ai si mi ata na abata.
Mili na Yunus, mili bolu mi ata. No wow. So kedika onu je mesina area. Kedisi kunu je
Ako na nyezi so buna awaze be na Jozi. Awaze be na Jozi. Ere zille ne.
Olu na luwan.
O me be sigoni na petete.
Petete.
Nya na kan na me bia o kala gon.
Ndi akaro hanaka.
No karo. O gora zibu milin.
O korozi.
So I just want to call upon the government of Anambra State, to come to the aid of our people, because the whole of this place used to be farmland, but those farmland have been covered by water, and most of the farm crops that we have put there have been prematurely removed, because if you leave it inside the water, you won't get any other thing from it again. So a lot of damages have been caused. A lot of people have lost a lot of money which they should have used for their means of livelihood. So I want to call on Anambra State government and the governor, Professor Charles Chukuma Soludo, to come to the aid of UMUERI and other affected communities in Anambra East and West. Thank you.
The the entire market area was underwater, as were all the access points.
The whole community has turned to a river, so boats are now plying freely. Instead of cars and bicycles, the canoe is now the primary means of aided movement. The whole street has become a river. That's the market down there beyond. Chineke emekolo gị aka nwanne m nwanyị. Ọ dị o ji eme? Okay. As the whole community has come underwater, the Otuocha market has shifted. They have been dislocated, they have lost their shops, they have lost their means of livelihood, and so they have come out here now as a temporary place to do business. A new water side has been created as the water continues to chase them further upland. The portions of the market that have been dislocated.
Yet, the saddest side of all was not the colossal damage to agriculture, the loss of the harvest of the last farming season, or the economic losses occasioned by the disruption of commercial activity, but the displacement of the populations of UMUERI and neighboring communities, and the increasing refugee problem leading from it, which in itself carried also the threat of a potentially even more devastating health problem, as it's only to be expected with the pressures it will predictably bring to bear on sanitation and healthcare delivery in the whole area, especially in Otuocha UMUERI, where they all gather for accommodation, for healthcare, and for easy access to relief material.
It's serious effect in my community because the community is overflowed now by human beings. Because, for example, this market you see now, it's not only UMUERI people that are here. Umuoba people are here, Mianda, and the people from West, Anambra West, they are all here.
They are all shifting
That
here.
used to be the Otuocha market.
Okay, that side,
Yes.
where they are swimming.
Apart, that's the shed for the fowl. But there's the main market is after this place you are seeing children.
It's even beyond this.
It's beyond this place.
And it has been taken over by water.
Yeah, so that's why the people come up here now. And most people are living inside my community now, UMUERI. So it has a devastating effect on the community.
On sanitation, on everything.
You can think about.
Utilities.
People are, I mean, in a room now, you see more than 10 people living in one room. So there's no more houses for them to occupy. And they cannot live inside the water.
Inside the water.
But what can we do than to accommodate them? Let them stay with us. Maybe the next 1 month, the water will start receding. They go back to their place.
So how are you coping with the challenge of the extra mouths to feed, extra accommodation and
That's
things?
why I'm calling on the government. Yes. We are trying our best. Most of the people from the West, they have their own individual brothers and sisters and relatives here in UMUERI. Yes. So when they leave, they come and attach themselves with their brothers and sisters and relatives. So they are taking care of them, and we are also taking care of them. So that's why I'm also calling on the government to come to the aid of UMUERI people and to come to the aid of the internally displaced people who are now residing in UMUERI. Last year they were ported in UMUERI General Hospital, but there's no arrangement of such now. But I want government to come and make adequate arrangements, build some toilets so that people who will be living there get some boreholes sank, so that people who will be ported there we have a place to defecate and also get water to drink. This, if they do, it will help to avoid a lot of sicknesses, like cholera and the rest of them.
Okay. Now you are showing me a building right inside the water there. They say it's a school.
Yeah.
Over there. So what kind of effect is it having on education in this area?
It has a very serious effect now because the students who are supposed to be schooling now are no longer in school because
their classrooms have been taken over by the water.
Taken over their school. So it has a devastating effect. So I want to call on the government. It's a natural disaster anyway. It's not caused by anybody.
Here at Upla World TV, join our voice with the voice of IGWE UMUERI, His Royal Majesty, IGWE Sir Bennett Izuchukwu Emeka, Okebod II of UMUERI, and calling upon Anambra East Local Government authorities, the authorities of the Anambra West Local Government, Anambra State Government, the federal government, relevant government departments, the international community, and well-meaning individuals the world over to rise to the occasion and nip in the bud the serious human crisis burgeoning in the Anambra River Valley area, with epicenter at UMUERI Okebo community of Anambra East Local Government area of Anambra State. A stitch in time can still save a lot of lives. Thank you. Mwegi Obwesi, Upla World.